Previously on Caprice and Ella.
Oh my god. You didn't kill the property manager and then go buy the veggie meals after picking up Sierra and Lisa from daycare, did ya?
No, I bought the meals and picked up Sierra and Lisa first.
My. Okay. By the way, Brianna, I think it was a really cool thing that you did. I know my dad did the same thing pretty much, only it was on April 18th, 1996, with a classroom window.
Word has it on the street you and a property manager at Preston Point got in a fight over an application being denied because Ava was just $100 short. What did she do? Cheat Ava?
Yeah, Carly, that's exactly what happened.
I'm just amazed to see you are okay, but sounded like you got shaken up a bit. I can't recall the last time you had that panic attack, a meltdown, and PTSD episode all at once. I know you did have an increase of drinking binges the last few weeks.
Yeah, you're right. This can't go on much longer, Ava.
If you think for 1 second that you bullying, disability shaming, or belittling my friend Ava doesn't have everything to do with me, I guess Brianna must have hit that property manager harder than I thought.
So I just put two and two together. And I know a damn mutiny when I see one, Ava. Well, I am at what's going to be the new place. This is it. Well, things have gone horribly wrong once again. Well, this is it. It is the 3rd of September, 2024. And these are my final hours at Golfview. Well, it is 2:30, almost, and the movers have finally arrived. I adore the place. Well, as of 5:30, the 3rd of September,
Investigate TV Plus. New season starts September 9th at 12:30 on 21 Alive.
almost everything
First responders,
has been moved in.
firefighters.
Well, I'm back at the old place, and this is everything they left behind. The movers left behind. And I was facing a deadline. So I'm having to right a wrong here. It's only been a week since move-in, and there's already a few minor problems.
Hey, everybody. I have an announcement. I'm having a baby.
A baby what?
There's this really great gay guy and his husband who wants me to have his baby. You're cutting school? But you like school. Baby Kenny, remember?
I don't know about you, Ava, but I'm sure tired of hearing about Janessa. I'd like to hear a little bit more about how Kenny's going to school today.
Hey, hey, Ella, what you doing? Hey, Ella. Hey, Ella. Well, let me just say that I took a brutal Spanish 111 test, and I didn't do so well on it. At least, not what I think. Now, I've already had 2 Long Island iced teas and a shot of vodka, and they are 11 drinks. Ava, you're drunk. There's no easy way to say it. No reason to say it. You are drunk. Out of your mind. Yeah. You're right, Gabriella. I'm drunk. I am definitely drunk. Hey! Caprice? Kitty! Caprice? Kitty! Hey. What? Get the f*** away from me, Ava! Just get the f*** away from me, bitch!
The Warren family has been trying to pay off over $15,000 in credit card debt. A reduction in interest.
I know you're drunk. It's okay, Caprice. It's just me. It's just me. Your owner, Ava.
Today's cut also helping to pave the way for potential home buyers like Kate Pexa, who told our Elizabeth Schulze falling mortgage rates are a game changer. What it means.
Just get the f*** away from me, bitch.
Kate is hoping to get more house.
I'm very serious, Ava.
I'm excited for an opportunity to maybe open some
I really am.
properties that I did not initially foresee as possible.
You put your hand on me, Ava. If you put your hand on me, I'm gonna attack you. Really bad. I'm gonna attack you bad. Hey, you are not gonna attack me, Caprice. Dude, you need to calm down. Ha! F*** you. F*** you, Ava. F*** you. You're drunk. You're one drunk, Ava. Next thing you want to do is have sex with Brianna and get her pregnant again. So far, it's produced 4 offspring. Hey, Caprice. Hey. You need to stop being a little bitch, Caprice. F*** you, Ava. I said don't, Ava. Just get the f*** away from me, Averin.
Describes aggressive, open, violent, hedonistic abuse that you say was recurrent and widely known.
Yeah.
Why did it take law enforcement
I'm just gonna sit on a perch
to intervene? Our investigation is
while you sleep off getting drunk.
bringing justice to everyone who victimized
Have your own
defendant.
drunk tank, bitch. Holy Ava.
Conditions horrific. David, Eric Kaczynski with us again tonight here. Eric, thank you. We turned out the race for the White House Teamsters Union tonight, refusing to endorse Donald Trump or Kamala Harris. But tonight, Vice President Harris says she's received the endorsement of 100.
Yeah, we know when you're drunk. Caprice and I do. But I don't think baby Kenny, Ashley, or Tabitha know when you're drunk. Much less Brianna.
The Powerhouse Teamsters Union announcing that for the first time in nearly 30 years,
Hey,
not endorsing the president's
it's okay, Ella.
Union President Sean Ryan declaring neither major candidate was able to make serious commitments
And I wonder why. Yeah! I'm helping your hand, Ava. I'm helping your hand. I'm gonna hump your hand. Let your arm. I'm gonna hump your arm, Ava. Yeah! Yeah! Yeah, I know when you're drunk. Baby Kenny, Ashley, Tabitha, Sierra Lisa, Jessica Leland, and Brianna don't know when you're drunk. They don't want to know when you're that drunk, Ava. Well, you're right. You're right, Gabriella.
Girl power push-up contest between the vets and some major male bonding between Michael Bublé and Snoop Dogg to calm those newbie nerves. I was terrified to do this. Yeah. Would these people be good people?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know when he was passed out drunk.
Her advice on returning next year as a judge 20 years after this.
Jeez.
Last night, AGT's final performances aired live. The winner will be announced on NBC.
Chris.
Remember when Ellen DeGeneres was a judge on Idol? Well, today we got our first look at the 66-year-old clapping back after quitting her show amid toxic workplace allegations.
I got kicked out of show business.
Yeah.
I ended my show by single.
Yeah.
People would have been pleasantly surprised to find out I'm kind. I'll walk away really when I stop having fun.
Hitting Netflix Tuesday with your approval is what the comedian calls her final stand-up set and last Hollywood project. And Ellen's making sure to get the last laugh after 20 years on air.
That's not being easy when you're when I'm with a dog
She's got plenty of
trying to take care of a drunk individual.
it's just so hard to look at.
They're bleeding. They're bleeding. Rachel, catch him. Elton's proud himself in New York.
But we know when he was drunk. We know when our owner has had too much. Yeah. You're right, Caprice. Of course you're right, Ava. What do you think of you? My paw on your on your left breast. Just what do you think of my paw on your left breast? As if I'm broken. Yeah. Caprice, that is justified. Damn right I'm justified for doing it.
You can start here. This is actually
I knew you were gonna get drunk today.
Properly, and that your home is treated with respect. Call today for a free estimate.
Yeah.
Okay, Pumpkin, let's talk Ford. You want to enjoy it? Get a Ford. Because from F-Series, America's best
I can tell when my owner's drunk.
best-selling SUV, a Bronco that goes over any type of terrain. Your Ford
He only passed out cold.
SUVs to supersize full of fun. So get yours and get to it, Pumpkin. Now, get this Ford.
Yeah.
Financing for 60 months plus 500 cash savings. Only at your local Ford dealer.
She knows when I'm drunk.
I only saw one person's face in my mind. Deja boy,
Damn right. Ashley wants to be a surrogate mother to a gay couple. In my family, if a woman or a transgender man gets pregnant, you're gonna have the baby. Regardless.
We're gonna love the baby, we're gonna raise the baby, to believe that anything is possible, until the time the baby realizes it got screwed by being born into this family. Then we're gonna send that baby out into the world until such time said baby returns home to us to live with its own baby.
Well, I don't want Ashley selling off her grandkids either, Brianna. But you know, if there's one thing I've learned about Ashley, is that I can't tell her what to do, because she'll just go on doing the exact opposite. Yeah. Then they'll play with my tail as a toy. Cause I'll kiss him to check like Lux from Oregon.
At least I'm taking care of myself. It's not like I'm not living at home with my adopted dad, stepmother, 2 half-brothers, 4 half-sisters, a cat, and a dog.
I'm taking care of them. They're not taking care of me. Look, Dad and Aunt Lindsay are fighting. Dad isn't taking her medication properly due to her erratic schedule or avoiding an interaction when she drinks that Miller Lite. I didn't want to come home. I had to come home because this family's falling apart.
Well, damn right it's starting to fall apart. You're just too selfish to care about anyone but you, slut. Caprice, watch your language. And they are not sluts. They're Tabitha and Ashley. Whatever, bitch.
Hello, you're a cat, Caprice.
Just leave me the alone.
You just keep telling yourself that, Tabitha. And, by the way, I'm about to have a baby. I don't need to be stressed out. I don't live here.
Tabitha, if you want to tell everybody that you came home to take care of us, then we'll back you up on that.
What are you talking about? That is why I came home.
Was that why you ran away in 2018?
That's not why I left. I left because you guys were fighting all the time, and that's what I couldn't handle. I also eloped.
What?
You don't know that, Dad. I think I know a little bit more about this than you and Brianna do.
Okay, fine. You're gonna do what you're gonna do. But you know, I'm just trying to help you have a happy life. You know, so you don't get so blue. If you need me, I'll be on the front porch waiting for my pain pills, having a cigarette.
Kenny, where are you? Michigan.
What's he doing in Michigan? What's going on?
What the Sam hell are you talking about?
What do you mean you got a girl pregnant? Kenny!
Come on, Dad.
So, how'd it go?
Okay. Better than I expected.
Kenny? Kenny! Is this some kind of sick joke? If you're not really a dad, you're in big trouble. And if you are really a dad, you're gonna get in more trouble. Kenny? 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 This is the dumbest thing you've ever done. You get your butt back to Indiana right now. Do you hear me? Okay. What I meant was, it's not too late to come home. We're not mad at you. We just want to know you're safe. Kenny, are you listening? Talk to me, Kenny. I know you're there. I can hear you breathing. Huh. Well, okay, Kenny, I won't hang up this time if you don't. So how's it going?
Well, we found a really cool place in South Detroit. And we need to come home this weekend and pick up the rest of my stuff.
Well, if you come by early enough on Saturday, you can get most of it.
We're only coming back if you agree to some ground rules.
What kind of rules?
Number 1, no yelling. Number 2, you can't.
Well, nice talking to you, Kenny.
Come on, Dad. You said you wouldn't hang up. Look, you can have some rules too.
Okay. No eloping.
Dad.
Well, don't come walking in this home like you've won some great big victory over me and your stepmother. Don't be expecting our blessing and don't be expecting any money.
Hey, is anybody home?
Hey, look. It's Becky and Mark.
Or David and Darlene.
Except thanks to you, now I'm related to my girlfriend.
So where's Dad?
Well, Ava's out and about, running errands. She'll be back soon.
You want me to go in there with you?
Listen, why don't you go on to your parents? By the time you get back, everything will be fine. Okay?
All right. I'll see you later.
If you lie very still, she may just sniff you and leave you alone.
Dad?
Hey.
I have a daughter.
Yeah, me too. I have 6 daughters and 4 sons. 2 of those sons are still alive. And 4 daughters are still alive. Isn't it ironic, baby Kenny?
So, how are things around here?
How do you think?
She needed a job. She had to go. What was I supposed to do?
Well, how about let her go? Do you think she'd drop everything to follow you someplace?
Yes, I do, Dad. You know, it was Janessa's idea.
Well, baby Kenny, call me old-fashioned, but what in the Sam hell is wrong with you, living in sin? I didn't want to tell you this until you were a little older, but I was also 10 when your half-sister Samantha was born.
We made the right decision. I love Janessa, Dad.
Are you sure that she loves you?
I'm very damn sure, Dad. Come on, Dad. She didn't have to ask me to make love so young. I mean, it sure wasn't for my inheritance.
Oh, that's a good one, baby Kenny. But alright, well, maybe there's a small chance that this isn't the very worst mistake you're ever going to make for the rest of your life.
Thanks, Dad.
So, what was the pregnancy test like for Janessa?
Oh, we just wanted to prove our love.
Well, baby Kenny, I'm not surprised by all this. But if your mom heard this, she would be turning over in her grave in Denver.
It didn't matter.
It did to me, baby Kenny. You know, I didn't want much. I wanted, like, a cake and a band, and I wanted to be there.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Dad.
Okay. Well, I'm almost numb. Where is Janessa?
Well, she had to go to her parents' house. They are giving us some furniture and stuff.
Whew. Boy. I can't believe it was 2 years ago that Caprice, Ella, and I moved from Black Pine Flats to Gulfview Apartments. Feels like 20.
You know, when you think about it, it's a miracle we survived this whole time. We had a windstorm, a blizzard, and a tornado. We burned down the mental health clinic. A Burmese gang burned down the TV station.
That was Queen of the Willis.
Unless we forget, Angie and the 6 children died from drinking and driving.
That was the Sousas.
All I can say is at least we're not dead.
Yeah, unless you count Ava's sperm count, mobility, and athleticism.
Don't forget the time when you basically blacked out after Brandon Howell bullied and shamed you and also gave you stress hives and caused you to have 2 heart attacks, much less a combined post-traumatic stress disorder episode, panic attack, and meltdown on June 29, 2024. The move to Gulfview nearly paralyzed you and Terrified did her best that wasn't the best.
Let's just talk about something else.
Remember that time Donna forged Jenna's signature after Donna made a pass at you?
That never happened, Janice. And I wasn't born in Chicago, and my mom wasn't trying to kill Vladimir Putin with a blow dart.
Really? Because that sounds more of Quillsville Cold Case or Queen of the Willis.
Those were all very vivid dreams you had, Janice, after you ate at that nasty Chinese restaurant in Marion.
Oh yeah, you're right, Ava.
I wish it was a dream when I got reprimanded for making out and having sex with Brianna in front of an Ivy Tech professor via Zoom, or making out in front of Caprice and Ella, as well as at a Penn Station East Coast restaurant restroom on Stelhorn Road, or when Quincy newspapers bought 21 Alive in 2016, or when CIM Living bought out what is now Black Pine Flats in 2022 and living at Gulfview Apartments for 21 months of hell before I moved to Waterloo Gardens, or when Brianna punched a property manager at Preston Point at the Everness, or when my application at Newburyport Apartments was denied due to a 549 credit score, or when my application at Villa Capri Apartments was denied due to attending Purdue Fort Wayne full-time, or when Tiffany's mom, Alyssa, robbed a bank in Muncie to pay for my expenses in 2018, or when Caprice hissed at 2 property managers and 2 maintenance guys a whopping combined 3,500 times over a 2-year period, or when Ella barked and growled at Brandon House 69 times and humped his leg 3 times, or when I had 6 lease violations at Gulfview for the way I smoked cigarettes and the outdoor security cameras that had to be taken down and pretty much sealing Gulfview's fate.
Not to mention the deaths of Thomas, Cheryl, Samantha, and Trifani in 2006, 2009, 2020, and 2021, respectively.
Yeah, Ashley, Tabitha, Baby Kenny, Lisa, Sierra, Leland, and Jessica are good kids. And Caprice is a good cat, and Ella's a good dog. All in all, it was a pretty good run at Gulfview Apartments.
Caprice and Ella returns in a moment. The aftermath of breaking Boiling Point 3 stand against furious fear in terms of enragement. Preston Point your luck to Newburyport Apartments. Brianna Zinn, formerly known as Brianna Sorensen, was charged with assault and battery with disorderly conduct after punching a property manager. The bail of $2,500 was paid in full as her fine. Brianna also gave birth to a boy, Leland Hank Zinn, and a girl, Jessica Karen Zinn, on July 13, 2024. Ava Zinn spent a majority of 2024 searching for 4 prospective places after being rejected by Preston Point at the Inverness, Newburyport Apartments, and Villa Capri Apartments due to attending Purdue University Fort Wayne full-time. She finally moved to Waterloo Gardens Apartments, also known as the Meridian Apartments, on September 3, 2024 after a number of delays, bureaucratic red tape, and nearly $1,500, making the move from Gulfview Apartments to the Meridian Apartments as the 3rd most expensive move. The move did slightly affect things for Ava as the move occurred during the second week of the fall 2024 semester and slightly affected her academic performance, with the most significant impact in Spanish 111 and Communications 248 as Ava became preoccupied with recovery from the move. Ashley Zinn, Ava's adopted daughter from her first wife Anjani Evas, Kenneth Zinn, known as Baby Kenny, and Tabitha Zinn returned to Indiana after 6 years after being presumed dead. Ashley and Kenny returned to Indiana from London, England on June 7, 2024, the same day Ashley turned 26, while Tabitha and her son, Eliane, were found by a security guard in Marion, Indiana on March 27, 2024, Tabitha's 21st birthday. Ashley is now a nurse practitioner for Ava's daughter-in-law, Janet Zinn, MD and DVM, and Ava's longtime friend Donna Dugan, MD and DVM. Tabitha began her senior year at Bishop Luers High School and is slated to graduate in 2025. Tabitha became one of a handful of high school seniors as a 21-year-old. Kenny became a third grader at Towles Intermediate School, not far from Bishop Luers. Brandon Howell, the maintenance supervisor at Gulfview Apartments, finally apologized and confessed to the alleged wrongdoings to Ava in late March 2024, but by that time, the damage to Ava was done and the apology was denied. It is revealed that he is solely 25% of the reason why Ava didn't renew her lease and now resides at the Meridian Apartments, where Ava is getting more fairer treatment in a stark contrast to Gulfview. The shooting at Gulfview on September 5, 2024, according to fans of Capricinella, could be a response to Ava's move out. Janice Morgenstein joined the cast of Capricinella as the cat father of Donna Dugan's cat Jackson. You will see more of her in future episodes. Capricinella returns on Monday, November 4th with a two-part addressing concerns episode. Join us then, because after Capricinella, everything else Ava Zinn does is broadcast journalism, television hosting, and making fictionalized the works.